What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trading Crypto. Today we're going to go over SUI, which is up 6.4%, having a nice recovery at $1.85. We recently hit an all-time high. I think it was last week here, about $2.04, if we check correctly down here, $2.35, 15 days ago. So it's about 2 weeks ago we did. And since then, we had a healthy correction, this very healthy correction after hitting an all-time high. Yes, a lot of the SUI meme coins have seen a correction in the last 2 weeks, but a lot of them are starting to find common ground now, and SUI's starting to recover. We have a $5.1 billion market cap with 2.7 billion coins in circulation out of 10 billion. Like we mentioned, the all-time high was 15 days ago. The all-time low was 1 year ago at 36 cents. SUI is available pretty much on any exchange. So if you want it, you can get it. We have 29 pages of exchanges it's available on. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on SUI. All right, everybody, let's get into SUI here. So we're gonna be looking at the day chart real quick. The day chart's actually looking pretty dang solid, if you ask me. The MACD's actually had a very, very nice reversal. The last 2 days have been more bullish than bearish. That's what you can tell by these lighter red candles here. And the last time we fell this hard on the MACD was back here in April of 2024. And if you look at April 2024, obviously we were still in a bear market, which was right here. And then we saw a decent sized recovery to the upside. But after that, you had a decent sized correction to the downside. I don't think that's going to be the case this time. You can see the MACD is actually on the bullish side right here of the side, and then instead of the bearish side down here, we've been putting in higher highs and higher lows from that point on. You can see we bottomed out here, put in a high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So if trend continues, we could be seeing something like this, which would bring us a larger bullish movement here on the MACD side. On top of that, the RSI is looking pretty solid. It looks like we found some common ground right here at a bottom at around 46. If we draw a horizontal line here at the 46 on the RSI, there's just something I want to point out is there is a lot of confluence here going back to May of 2023. So this is a layer one that has never experienced a bull run before, which is why I'm extremely bullish on it. A very powerful, fast layer one. And what we can see is there is some confluence around this area around 46 on the MACD. You have some support for it right here. You have some support for it right here. We had some sort of resistance, support. So we are at a general support area for SUI right now. On top of that, the MACD does look, or the WTX does look like we have a bottom as well, starting to put a nice V-shaped bottom in. We did not go all the way down to the buy signal, which is perfectly fine for me. I'm okay with that. It does look like we are gearing up for something like this, like a head and shoulders that are moon to the top. Now, if we look at the short-term time frame on SUI, which is the 4 hour, this is where things start getting fun. So the 4 hour time frame on SUI, if we zoom in here, from our all-time high is we actually broke did we break it? No, we're testing it right now. We're actually testing our downtrend on SUI right now. So this is actually a very critical moment right here. We really do want to break out of this downtrend, and we do have the juice to do it too, according to the indicators on the short term. Short term, we're putting in higher highs on the MACD, which is bullish. The RSI is tailing up as well, and we're not overbought. We got a double buy signal here on the WTX, and we started putting a higher high on there as well. You can see back when we topped out in September, we were in a downtrend from that point on. But since we put in a higher high, I think there's a good chance that we could see a break of this downtrend that we've been in since October 2024. Now, another thing I want to point out here is this current support area where we're at, current support and resistance area. So if I draw a horizontal line from where we're currently at, the current resistance area we're testing, you can see we do have a lot of price action around that going back to beginning of 2024. This was a pretty heavy resistance area on February 15th. This was a resistance area back in March of 2024. This was a resistance area back in October 3rd. And then we had a little bit of support for it right here. So this $2 range, $1.95, $2 range is a very, very important area for SUI to overtake and maintain. So if we happen to overtake that $1.90, $2 range, then that's when we're really going to start seeing some heavy movement to the upside for SUI, which is really, really bullish for SUI altcoins. Now, if we draw our If we draw our fibs right now as well, one thing that I like to point out is we did get a nice bounce off the 786, which is awesome. We didn't go all the way down to the 618 here at $1.26. I don't think we're gonna be going down to $1.26. If we happen to go down to $1.26, there's gonna be so many people that just load up on SUI at that price range. We do have some confluence around that $1.26 range, but my personal opinion, the way that SUI is starting to look and the way that the indicators in the market are starting to trend, especially with Bitcoin breaking 70,000, I think we have a very, very good chance at breaking above, $1.90, $2 range and start putting in a higher high, especially with that heavy support area at the 786 at about $1.65. So my personal opinion, I don't think we go below $1.60 anytime soon, unless there's a dramatic world event. But obviously I can't predict that. But this is the test here, boys and girls, right here. We got to break this. We break this downtrend right here. The next rally to SUI could bring us up to around $3.50 at that 1236 area. Absolutely insane. And then if we look at the all-time fib, which I don't know if we'll get a lot of data off of this since it's a rather new coin, hasn't seen a bull run, but if we go up the high to low right here, you can also see that the 786 at around that $1.60 range comes in play for this one as well, which we did wick down to. So I don't think we're breaking below $1.60. I think what we need to focus on now is just overtaking that $1.90 downtrend, which indicators are looking solid, even on the day chart. Even on the day chart, the MACD's starting to be bullish again. The RSI is starting to tail back up. The WTX is tailing back up on the day chart. 4-hour time frames looking actually really, really good as well. So we have a very good chance at breaking out here for SUI and start heading back to our all-time highs. Then obviously, once you get to your all-time high, that's always a heavy resistance area. So once we get back up there, we'll have to keep a close eye on that. And then once you break all-time high, you're in uncharted territory, and it's to infinity and beyond from that point on. So with that, none of this is financial advice. And if you have any coins you'd like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.